All right, we are looking at a new math lesson this week. This is lesson 4, and we're talking about finding missing addends, okay? And when we're talking about missing addends, that means we are looking for one of our parts that is unknown. And we've been talking a lot about all year long so far that a part and a part equals a whole. Okay, so I'm going to draw a number bond. Okay, I'm going to draw 3 circles. Okay, and a number bond is our representation that this is a part and this is a, let me finish writing my part, and over here is a part, and this is my whole or my total. Okay, so sometimes when we hear a story problem, we can decide what is the whole or what is one of the parts, and or sometimes we listen to the story problem and we know what 2 of the parts are. Okay, so let's listen to the story problem. Here it says 8 dogs play in a field, 3 dogs leave. How many dogs still play? Let's listen again. 8 dogs play in a field. So it's telling us that there are 8. There are 8 dogs that are there, right? So let's draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, new line, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 dogs playing. Okay, that's my whole. That's the total amount that we have. Okay, and because that is my whole, I'm putting a line all the way around my whole. I know that my whole is 8. 8 dogs playing in the field. So I'm going to put 8 up here in my whole. Then it says 3 dogs leave. How many dogs still play? So if 3 dogs leave, what I'm going to do is I am going to move 3 of these that are in, actually I'm going to circle 3. 1 leaves, 2 leaves, and 3 dogs leave. Okay, so these are my dogs that are leaving. That's part of the group. That's part of the total amount of dogs that are playing. So all of these dogs leave. That is my part. Okay, that's the part that I do know. So that 3 I'm going to label as a P for part. So those 3 are there. How many are still playing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are still 5 dogs playing. One of the ways that we can figure out and solve for a missing addend is count from the part that we know up to the whole or the total. So we start with 3 and we count on to the whole, to the 8, that total. Okay, so let's do that with our hands. We're going to start with 3 and count to 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are still 5 dogs playing. If I add 5 and 3, my total is 8. These are the 3 that went away, and these are the 5 that stayed. So I could also show evidence here. I'm going to get a different color. I could also show evidence by counting on in my other part. So let's do that. Starting at 3, we're going to count to 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3 plus 5 equals 8, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so here it says 8 take away 3 equals what? Okay, when you subtract, when we're writing out these equations, we always start with the whole. We subtract from the whole, okay? But we can count on from the part up to the whole, okay? So we could do 3, count up to 8 here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 take away 3 gives us 5. I could draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I could take away 3. 1, 2, 3. It still gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a different way to look at it. So 8 take away 3 equals 5. There are still 5 dogs playing. Okay? We can also look at it on a number line. So if I make a number line, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they call a number line a number path in Ready Math. It's the same thing. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we'll just go to 9. Okay, so if there are 8 dogs playing in the field, I'm going to circle 8, and 3 go away, we can count back 3. 1, 2, 3. And what do I land on? I landed on 5. So I could count backwards 5. Okay? Just another way, or sorry, count backwards to the number 5. Just another way to look at it. Let's move on to page 78. It says, 5 dogs still play in the field. 5 dogs still play in the field. The dogs who left came back. Now there are 8 dogs again. How many came back? So there are 5 dogs playing in the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys are playing out at the park, okay, in the field, okay? There are dogs that left. So we have 5 dogs. Some dogs left, but they came back. So if they're going to come back and play, that means they're right here. But we don't know how many there are, right? We just know that there's 5 and more came. And now there's a total of 8 altogether, right? So 5 dogs still play in the field. The dogs that left came back, so that means I'm bringing them back to the equation, right? So 5 plus what will give us a total of 8, right? So I can make my number bond. There's my whole, my part, my part. Okay, so this is a part, and this is a part. Let's see if we can bring that over. Okay, so we have our whole, our part, and our part. It says 5 dogs still play in the field. The dogs who left came back. Now there are 8. So when we hear those words, now there are 8, that is telling us that that is the whole. Now there are 8 is our total. So we know that we have 8, right? And we know that there are 5 playing, and the ones who left came back, but we didn't know how many came back. So let's count from 5 up to 8. I'm going to change my color to red. Okay, so if I have 5 in the field and some come back, but I have a total of 8, that's my whole, right? I'm going to count up to 8. 5, these are my missing. 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the 3 that came back. That was my missing add-in that we did not know. So 5 counting up to 8 is 3. And 8, take away 5. Here's 8. And if we take 5 away, we have a total or a new missing part, which is 3. 8 is our whole, 5 is the part, and 3 is a part. Let's count backwards from 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.